Hello everybody, welcome to Qimmiq, where there are just a few extra little house guests this past little while, because, Joe, you've had a delivery or like 4.
Yes, the stork has been busy.
The stork looks exhausted over there in the corner. The stork's busy unionizing. How many puppies have arrived?
Well, as of today, I think there is 24 puppies here.
25
if we count the older puppies you saw earlier.
Okay, so, yeah. Okay, 25 puppies, yeah. Maybe 24 if we're being generous. Where did they all come from?
Well, this litter came from the Behchokŭ evacuation. There's a litter behind you that also there's 5 puppies there that came from the Behchokŭ evacuation. We have 12 that came down with a lovely mama from Resolute Bay. She's heading to a rescue down south, and we have some older pups there down in the building. Okay. So
I should have worn slightly less nice shoes. I went to work this morning thinking I'll just put these like slip-ons on because it'll be fine. What could possibly become of them? And the answer is oh my goodness me, tiny little steak knives for teeth. They're adorable, although I can imagine that you might be a little tired. How are you doing?
We're doing great. I mean, the puppies are honestly the best part.
That's my watch.
All of the evacuation.
It's quite expensive.
We had great dogs here. Most of the Evacuee dogs were really friendly and easy to handle, but the puppies, we've had them now for 2 weeks, so we really watched them double in size. And their little personalities come to the surface, so they've been a blast.
Appreciating that you might not necessarily want 25 puppies for the rest of their lives.
Right.
Or yours. Can people who are watching this and are thinking, I would love to have a finger just chewed off by a small, delightful animal. Is there a... That's incredibly painful, and you're not helping them. Can you come and adopt this one? How do people come and get involved here if there's a puppy that takes their fancy?
Are under the auspices of the SPCA, so you can call them, email them, fill out an application if you're looking for a puppy. They also have puppies at the shelter right now as well that are looking for homes, and they have many adult dogs. So anybody who's interested in puppies or adult dogs should absolutely be contacting the SPCA right now. Yeah, they're full.
We've reached an agreement down here as to what the fingers might usefully be used for. More generally, Joe, you have had to work pretty hard here for the last couple of weeks because a lot of the overflow, for want of a better word, a lot of the dogs that needed somewhere to be,
yes,
they ended up here, didn't they?
They did. So we had, at one moment, we had 75 dogs here, including puppies. So the final number kind of, some of them went out to foster homes right away. But we ended up with about 66 dogs here for like really 2 weeks. Some are still here. Some just left yesterday. So I think we still had a dozen or 13 dogs as of yesterday morning. So a fair bit of extra work for my staff. We put in, I think at this point, we're up to about 120 or 25 hours of overtime between 4 people, and that does not include me. We were here till midnight the first couple nights of the evacuation, receiving dogs. People were getting off buses and were really desperate for care. And yeah, I've been here 12, 14 hours, 16 hours every day. And we vaccinated every dog on the premises. That was from the evacuation. So Vets Without Borders sent Olivia, their helper, over, and that took us 2 days because there were so many of them. I think they thought it would take an hour, but it didn't. So we've been super busy, keeping everybody safe and happy and well-fed and growing like weeds in the case of these little fellas.
Did you hear that? You're well-fed. I know that might feel like news to you. You're well-fed, okay? So you don't need any leather in your diet or fingers. These are adorable, all of them. Frankly, you should have, what do we got, 7 in here? 6 or 7?
Right now.
Take them all. Absolutely. Write to the SPCA and say, look, I need 6 puppies in my life. I have many pairs of shoes, and I would like to watch puppies wrestle in my living room for the rest of time. Joe, thank you on behalf of everybody for all of your hard work, for all the guys here looking after all of the dogs. And I know it's not just Qimmiq, it's been so many different organizations and people throughout Yellowknife and beyond have done an amazing job over the last few weeks. And before I lose an ankle to a particularly delightful dog, I am going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you very much for having us.
Anytime.